Hey guys, thank you so much for being with us these past few days. I'm sure you're loving these videos from the coaches in the company, giving you insight on what it's like to be a coach. But I'm sure you're thinking, okay, can I do it too? That's the big burning question. Is this something that I can apply into my life? You don't know those people in those videos, so it's hard for you to relate to that. But here I am. I wanted to make this video for you, giving you some insight on what my life was like before and how it's changed now being a coach. Before I started Beachbody in December 2014, many parts of my life were different. Honestly, I can't think of one thing that has not changed because of Beachbody and the people that I'm surrounded by. Emotionally, the emotional aspect of it, I was a completely different person. A lot of you probably follow me on Facebook and see me as this really positive person. And I was not that before Beachbody. I pretended to be that, but I was not fully that. I struggled with that part in my life. I always had like a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset where I always blamed everything else and everyone else on the lack of my success. And I always looked at the obstacles in life as to why I couldn't succeed with something. I would say, well, I don't have enough time. Well, I don't know how to do it. It sounds like too much work. No, it's too expensive. Just coming up with constant excuses. Negative Nancy mindset, just a fixed mindset, instead of having that growth mindset. Before I started being a coach, I remember one day crying to my husband in the bathroom and saying, I just feel like something is missing in my life. That was a sad day for me, and I think it was because down here in Arizona, I didn't have any friends. I had a handful, but not many, as I'm from Minnesota, so a lot of my hometown friends are from up there, and moving down here was very hard for me at first. I missed that social outlet because I'm a very social person. I'm an introverted extrovert, so I love being around people, but I'm also energized by myself. And I just needed that in my life, this community that I knew that Beachbody had. I remember seeing the culture and the support and just all of the happiness and positivity that was being flown around. I saw this from my best friend and now my upline coach. I would see this on her Facebook wall all the time. And in a weird sort of way, it would annoy me because I didn't have that in my life. But in another way, it inspired me to get that in my life because I needed that so badly. I was sick of just going to work every day and coming home and it just, being the way it was every day, just this big rat race, going to work full time, coming home, talking to my friends back home on the phone or through text, but not really having much substance behind that and feeling like I was really helping people, and I felt like I was missing a purpose. Even though I'm a speech therapist, I help people every day as it is. I just felt like something was missing. So that's kind of more the emotional piece. Financially, things were way different when I first started, before I started. My husband was unemployed and laid off at the time, and we were just living off of my one income. Student loans started piling onto my life, and it was to the point where I needed to pay $500 a month, and to us at the time that was just so much money and it wasn't feasible. So here I was making the very minimum payments, which it would have taken me about 25 years to pay off my student loans by paying off that much each month. And to me, I became so claustrophobic and I felt like I was drowning in debt. It was very hard for me to see the big picture when the small picture was suffocating me. And again, with that fixed mindset, it was very hard for me to see that I could make my own dream life and that I could get out of something that I was in. I just had to be willing to do it. It took me about 8 months of thinking back and forth. Should I join Beachbody? Should I not? Before I finally was like, I need this in my life. All signs are pointing to me needing this financially, emotionally, physically, everything. I knew nothing about fitness or health. I needed help learning about that. I knew that the challenge groups that I would run every month as a coach would help me stay accountable with my own goals. Selfishly enough. But in a way, it's selfless because you're helping other people while you help yourself. Since I have joined Beachbody, I emotionally am so passionate. I feel like there is not a void in my life anymore. My life feels full of purpose and meaning. I feel positive. I can't remember the last time I cried. I'm a huge crier. And before this opportunity came into my life, I felt like I cried about everything bad that happened. My mindset has gone from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. I am in charge of my own success, my own happiness, and my own income. And me being able to pay off debt. That is up to me. I have the choice. That is a growth mindset that I now have. I now am surrounded by such positive, supportive people. The Beachbody culture is unlike anything you will ever witness unless you are fully a coach. You get a little taste and a little dabble of it in my challenge groups and maybe another challenge group you've been in. But oh my God, you guys, it does not compare to being a coach and being surrounded by other coaches. Everyone's there for each other and it's just this one big fit family. Financially, my husband and I have now paid off over $30,000, almost $40,000 of debt in 1 year. We paid off my car last spring, and although my transmission took a dump a little while ago and I had to get a new car, it's now set to be paid off within a year. That's $20,000 worth. And now I only have $20,000 worth of student loan debt to pay off. When I started Beachbody, I had $50,000, you guys. I don't say this to brag. I say this to you to get you to see that you can do this too. There is no reason why you have to live the rat race every day. There's no reason why you have to be drowning in debt for the next 10 years or the rest of your life. It is all up to you if you want to make it happen. Whatever goals you have, whether it be you want to travel more, you want to spend more time with your kids and your husband and your family, you want to be a part-time worker, you want to be a stay-at-home mom, just working from home, no matter what you want to do, you can do it with this. Before I started Beachbody, I thought I was going to work full-time for the rest of my life, and I was okay with that. But now since starting this opportunity and knowing what the capabilities are, I now am able to pull back to part-time PRN status with speech therapy and even possibly stay home completely if I wanted to when my baby is born in July. I will stop it there. I think this gives you a good idea of what my life was like before and after I started Beachbody. I know that no matter what area of life you are in, we all have a different story. You can make it happen, you guys. You just have to want it, be willing to do the work, and let me help mentor you. I'm here for you in this process. You will never be alone in this, and I'm not going to hold your hand, but I'm here to help you and guide you in those steps. Hope you really think about it because it will change your life. Have a good day, guys.